Hi. We've reviewed that everything comes from something. Now I want to step back and draw on a few things you already know. Give me a minute to get my computer ready and we'll get started. Okay. For years, I've been interested in encouraging teachers to help their students think critically about environmental issues, particularly related to the stuff we buy and use, focusing on the reduction component of the 3 R's. That's because for many years, I've heard comments from all ages such as, "I recycle, so I'm doing my part." I hope the life cycle lessons shed light on the fact that though recycling is important, it's just a small part of what needs to be done to build sustainable and resilient communities. So in the next few minutes, we're going to review what you already know, then build on that knowledge. You may not use much of this directly in your classroom, though this PowerPoint is available on our website, but I want you to be comfortable with the big picture so you can better share these concepts with your students. So recycling is reprocessing material to make another product. And some examples are taking a plastic bottle to make polyester clothing or carpeting, and we recycle newspapers to make egg cartons. In talking about these waste management strategies, I'd like to make a comparison to healthcare. Recycling helps address an existing problem, just as medicines address illness. Reusing is using a product in a different way in its original form. So a shoebox or a coffee can can become storage containers. Reuse is another way to fix a waste problem. Before we talk about the third R, reduction, I want to show this cartoon. Adults generally respond with a knowing laughter when I share this cartoon. We have a lot of stuff. The third R addresses this stuff in a more fundamental way than the man in this cartoon is addressing it. Reduction is the third R, and that, instead of fixing a waste problem like recycling and reuse does, it prevents a problem. It is actually the preferred strategy by the state legislature because it prevents waste. Again, to continue with the healthcare analogy, reduction prevents waste just as exercising and limiting stress prevent illness or help prevent illness. So reducing can be reducing consumer use of materials. That could be instead of getting a replacement on your phone, get a good case for it so you don't have to reduce it. Get a new phone as soon as your plan allows you to do that. Reducing material use in product manufacture. So an aluminum pop can is an example. It is bowed, which you might be able to see in this video, and that is because the can's walls are so thin, about the thickness of a magazine's cover, that the bottom has to be bowed inward, otherwise this carbonated beverage would tip over. Most cans are tapered at the top to save aluminum, and that reduces the top's diameter by just 10%. Reducing the top's diameter by just 10% can reduce its weight by almost 20%. Thanks to these design innovations, aluminum cans are a third lighter than they were 45 years ago. So we're looking to engineers to help with reducing material use in product manufacturing. You can just decrease toxicity, and that's maybe using baking soda or vinegar for cleaning as a substitute, say, for chlorine in laundry. Increasing the useful life of something, and that could be using a cloth napkin rather than a disposable napkin. So I'd like you to think of other examples of reduction. Think back to the hamburger exercise or any other videos that you've seen. Or just use your imagination. Oh, and this is for the useful life one. So reduce is number one. If you remember only one thing from this short PowerPoint, I want you to remember that reduction is the most preferred waste management strategy. Though I can't hear you say it, I would like you to say out loud with me the following statement. Recycling attempts to fix a problem. Reduction prevents a problem. Recycling attempts to fix a problem. Reduction prevents a problem. And then thanks to these organizations. And thank you